That lift, you know, we've all spent a lot of time on that
in that
lift,
line,
skiers.
right?
Yeah, well, in the line and on the lift itself. So it's a little bit of history going down there. We're all kind of wondering what they're going to do with it. Like, is it going to go somewhere else on the mountain, or they sell it to some other resort?
Sell it to another resort to install it, right?
Which is what
upgrade some old triple chair from the 80s.
Well, the old blue chair is still up there, which is always fun to look at.
Do they run that sometimes?
They do occasionally. And when you get on it, after being on Max, you know, Mount Hood Express, a quad, it feels so slow. But it is fun to look at. Hey, here's the mountain for you right now. This is live from our Skycam at the beautiful and historic Timberline Lodge in the Mount Hood National Forest. And even with darkness, the mountain beaming brightly, there is a nearly full moon up there tonight. It'll be full tomorrow night, so enjoy. 48 degrees up on the mountain. And the sun, boy, what a great picture of the disk of the sun right around sunset. Jim and Karen Young shot this out of the Oregon coast by Seaside, and really beautiful shot with the clouds kind of low in front of the sun here, but also check out several sunspots happening here. So still a very active sun as we are heading towards the solar maximum. Okay, it is 61 degrees right now, winds out of the north-northwest at 8 miles an hour, so it's a pretty mild night out there. Cooled off quickly after the sun went down. Our high temperature was 77. What can you say about that? It's almost perfect, at least by a lot of people's standards. The Dow's 83, that was the hot spot of the state, tying Medford. It's also 80 in Pendleton. So one last word on the month of May that we just finished this week. It is getting warmer in Portland. If you look at the average temperature for May from 1970 through this year, the average temperature has gone up 3.5 degrees. And of course, this is the month we just finished. May 2023 is the warmest May we've ever had, warmest May on record, and it was about 4.5 degrees above the average. We set a record for 90-degree days. We set a record for the greatest number of days with no rain and the longest dry streak as well. So, but all the way go back to 1970, the trend is pretty clear. Okay, on the satellite imagery, Oregon's pretty clear. We had thunderstorms in southeast Oregon, but they have settled on down, and really not much of a marine layer today, nor will there be tomorrow. So it's going to be clear all day long. 70 by noon, 78 will be the high, and tomorrow's sunset at 8:54. Full moon, you know, there is an actual moment of fullness for the moon, and it comes just before that 8:54. You got several hours that you don't really notice a change. Okay, I know, and David, you're right to be laughing at me at that. That is a little bit pedantic, if you will. Okay, now this weather system offshore will stay offshore, but we've got southwesterly flow ahead of it. That's keeping us warm, but not hot. The hot air is all bottled up back to the east. I'll show you that in a minute. We may get a few clouds tomorrow. That's about it. And the thunderstorms bubbling up again on Sunday afternoon. This is the upper level pattern. There goes the cool air up to the north into BC. The really hot air, though, staying over the northern high plains, the Dakotas, eastern Montana, parts of Wyoming, and down through Colorado. So we'll be in the 90s on Tuesdays. We get a little bit of warming, but then we start to see cooler air from the Gulf of Alaska make inroads into the northwest, probably late next week or next weekend. We may actually get some rain sometime this month, maybe towards the end of next week, next weekend, maybe. Okay, the other story going on nationally is this. One of the most pathetic looking tropical storms I've ever seen. Its name is Arlene. If you didn't know it was a tropical storm, you think, okay, some thunderstorms rolling southward in the Gulf of Mexico there. But it is a tropical storm, wind sustained at 40. It'll be downgraded to a remnant low as we go into tomorrow. But look, this is from last night. Look at all the lightning on the global lightning mapper. This is what the lightning looks like from space and the thunderstorms around Arlene. In Portland right now, it is 61 degrees, freezing level 10,600 feet. Okay, on the coast, if you go to the beach this weekend, you picked the right weekend. It'll be beautiful. Highs will be in the 60s, lows nice and cool in the 40s. For the valleys, lows in the 40s, highs in the upper 70s. In the Cascades, great weekend for camping, sunny and warmer up to 64 at Govey. And in Portland, clear nights, sunny warm days, right on through the weekend and pretty much through next week. Starlight Parade will have great weather. You might want to grab a jacket, though, or a blanket or whatever you want to keep warm because it will cool off when the sun goes down tomorrow night, like it did tonight. Then we go 85 on Monday and 90 on Tuesday and Wednesday before temperatures begin to drop again.
What a forecast for the beginning of June.
That's pretty amazing.
Have a great weekend. Thanks, Matt. No rain on the parade, as Matt said.